Ballard here with Ballard Sports Media here at halftime of some of these great noon games. Some actual good competition going on, believe it or not. We got some good ones here. I'm here outside my grandparents' house. Figured I'd step outside, talk some noon games with you. Good view. That's not too bad. UGA Vanderbilt, 38 to nothing. It's not bad. 334 total yards offensively for Georgia. I mean, look, nothing surprises me about this. Vandy is terrible. So does it surprise me that they haven't scored? No. But at the same time, I give credit to Georgia. They have great pass rush and defense, especially good guys up front. I think Jordan Davis, the key guy. You look at Penn State. It's is it still growing with Sean Clifford, who is a senior, if I'm not mistaken, for the Nittany Lions this year. 17-3 over Villanova, gave up a field goal, 17 points. Defense has had a hard time, a little bit keeping Villanova off the field, just barely. Um, Overall, just some defensive games, really. A shutout currently with Georgia and Vandy. I mentioned Penn State 17-3 at home over Villanova. It's currently 7-3. In an SEC West showdown over in Starkville, 7-3. LSU. There's some good defenses. Some sloppy play. Max Johnson, he's not bad, but he's not great. Currently, though, 3 of 7 on third downs. Is that a factor of Max Johnson's performance, or would you give that more so a nod to what Mississippi State has um, defensively? I really wouldn't know. I mean, it's interesting. It's a low-scoring shootout, by the way, in Boston for Boston College and Missouri. Boston College undefeated, by the way. Not ranked right now, but playing really good. I've mentioned recently about these ACC teams. It's great. It's a 2-1 Missouri going to Boston College, who's 3-0. Um, it's just overall, Dennis Grosel, the quarterback for Boston College, is not bad. He's 8 of 12, 96 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Connor Bazelak for Missouri is pretty great. I had to step out of I had to hit the home button on my phone. I hope you guys could still hear me. But Connor Bazelak's pretty good for Missouri, showed some good offense. Um, he's thrown for almost 200 yards already in the first half, 20 of 26 and a touchdown. And again, I don't know what to make. I mean, is this factors of just some good offenses, or is it sloppy play by the defense? Yeah, the defense has got to respond, but maybe a guy like Connor Bazelak is that good of a quarterback right now. Um, I think so far this year, Boston College has showed some pretty interesting defense. And I mentioned the LSU Mississippi State game um, being 7-3. Good defenses, I think. What's up, LW? Casey Thompson for sure should have been the starter. Okay. Texas T-Sip Central, what's going on? 42-14 over Tech, yeah, at halftime. Some good games overall. And again, good defensive game. Notre Dame, of course, always historic for defense. Wisconsin, too, especially in recent years. 10-3, a good defensive game in Chicago. In fact, in my notes, I thought it was in Madison, but it's on neutral turf, playing home of the Bears, actually, over at Soldier Field. So I'm glad I caught that one. So overall, some great games. I don't know if I'm going to go live for the Bama game tonight. It should be a blowout. I'm happy that it's a night game though. Um, again, playing, of course, who is it? It's an SEC foe. Southern Miss, 45 points, 45-point spread over Southern Miss. So, but yeah. So overall, I mean, let me just cut it to you like this. I've been seeing defense, defense, defense so far this season. And this offseason, we hyped up JT, we hyped up Bryce Young, we hyped up all these different quarterbacks and receivers like we have been doing the past couple years, right? Oh, we're in an offensive era. You have to throw the ball 30 yards, 40 yards downfield. Defense just isn't, you need defense because of these offenses you have to stop. I think it's more of a defensive year. I mean, again, look at this. 17-3 Penn State over Villanova. UGA 38-0 over Vandy. Some good offense out there. JT Daniels getting back at it. That's good to see. Vandy's just terrible. But still, obviously, give credit to Georgia. They're that good, in and of themselves. But again, 7-3 LSU. But I think, again, I'm just killing time for the Bama game. As a sportscaster, I love college football in general, so I love watching all these different games and everything. But of course, just credit to my Crimson Tide, just being a fan growing up watching them and everything. You always wait for that. So LSU quarterback problem, says LW. First off, roll tide to you. Good to see you. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Max Johnson, and that who's the other guy that they had? They had somebody. I don't remember who it was. Hold on. But I would agree. I don't think that it's I think for LSU, it's not a lack of talent. They have receivers, they have some weapons. Don't get it twisted. But, it's like figure out your quarterback, man. My goodness. Hold on. Miles Brennan's the Miles Brennan is the other guy I'm thinking of. It's Max Johnson, but it was last year, at least to start after the whole Joe Burrow thing. It was Miles Brennan was the key guy. Now it's him or Max Johnson. I really can't tell you who's better. I don't know. Yeah, thank you, LW. What's up, James Lou? How you doing? UTSA 3 against Memphis. Okay. No defense in this SMU TCU game. Well, TCU's Big 12. They don't play defense. And TCU has a couple key offensive weapons. Miles got hurt. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, but overall, I mean, some good scores, some good defensive games here or there, some offensive games still. Let me see. Let's see. 42-14, Texas over Texas Tech. 42-0, Miami over Central Connecticut. Central Connecticut, or is it Coastal Connecticut? Hold on. Central Connecticut. Okay, yeah. Upcoming games, you have I mean, nothing really until 2:00. Georgia State and Auburn is 4 Eastern. You have Louisville, Florida State. Florida State's 0-3 for the first time since I think they said like the 60s or something. 2-1 Louisville, 0-3 Florida State, 2:30 game Central Time. You got a 2:30 game Iowa State and Baylor on. Baylor's unranked and 3-0. I think we got to give them some credit. This is going to be a good one to watch. Iowa State, of course, losing a couple weeks ago to Iowa. They're 2-1. They're not a bad team, and that's not a bad loss. Iowa's on good track. I think Penn State's going to run the table, win the East, and I think Iowa's going to come out top on the West. And I think we'll get Penn State, Iowa for the Big Ten title. In my opinion, I think you obviously could look at it and say Oklahoma, Iowa State for the Big 12, and maybe Oklahoma State runs their table undefeated with their schedule and then gets in there. I mean, do you give Iowa State much love on that game? I mean, they don't. It's not that they don't have talent, but you got to think that's one I don't want to mess with because I don't know where those teams are going to be at come December. But still, Oklahoma playing at 7:30 Eastern tonight on ABC. 17.5-point favorite over West Virginia. I take them in the points. I give them credit there. Iowa playing a 1-2 Colorado State to go for 4-0. And of course, they're ranked right there at number 5. It's looking really good so far. And again, you have to look at it. What's up, Jeff? Ballard tried to send you a pick, but for some reason, crap coverage at Kinnick might come through later. Okay, thank you, man. I appreciate that, Jeff. Good to see you. Real side. Heading to the Georgia State Auburn game. Oh, really? Okay. Have fun, Alan. Where was I at? Oh, yeah. Spencer Petras. Not a bad. Spencer Petras is not a bad quarterback for Iowa. They don't really have bad offense, I don't think. I think they're just defensive led that's helping them. I really think they have one of the better pass rushes and defenses in college football, in my opinion. So but so it's about 1 o'clock here to Eastern. Some upcoming games, some good ones coming up. Of course, some good ones on right now. Again, those scores 38-0 UGA over Vanderbilt, 38-0 at halftime. Penn State 17-3 over Villanova. MSU, well, yeah, for Mississippi State, I guess, but LSU up 7-3 over the Bulldogs. And Missouri Boston College is tied at 17 at halftime in a shootout in Boston, it seems like. So, but anyway, this isn't the Super Bowl. The halftimes don't last too long. It is currently 1 o'clock Central to Eastern, as of right now, and yeah, I just figured I'd get a good small stream in for you guys. I love talking with you and reading up your comments and all that. So, but I love you guys. Enjoy your college football Saturday. Got some bigger games later on. So I love y'all. Y'all have an amazing weekend. And from a Bama fan, as always, roll tide, roll. We'll see you later on. Maybe do a stream tonight. We'll see. Love y'all. Peace out. Bye.